the undeniable truth most men ignore. A wise man does not seek to control others. He seeks to understand them, to walk this world with unshakable strength. We must sharpen our perception, mastering not only ourselves, but the forces that shape those around us. The Stoics knew this well. "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," wrote Marcus Aurelius. Yet most men wander blind, unaware of the subtle forces that threaten to govern them. There is an undeniable truth: if a man does not understand the nature of a woman's weaknesses, he will be ruled by them. This knowledge is not for those who seek comfort, it is for those who seek mastery. So listen closely, for what follows is not mere theory, but a path to unbreakable resilience. 1. Emotional instability. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Senna, a woman's emotions shift, like the tides, unpredictable, forceful. Often ungoverned by reason, a man who allows himself to be swept away by these tempests will never know peace. A weak man absorbs her turmoil, making it his own, reacting instead of observing. But the man who embodies Stoicism stands firm. He does not deny emotion, nor does he fear it. He observes, understands, and remains unmoved. The storm will rage, but he is the mountain. It breaks against, never yielding, never shaken, mastering. Emotional detachment does not mean a lack of empathy. It means the presence of control. The man who can witness without reacting has already won the battle. He is not indifferent, but he is invulnerable. His strength lies in his ability to dictate his own responses, rather than being at the mercy of another's feelings. This, above all, is what separates the master from the slave. 2. The need for constant validation. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Epicus. Many women seek ceaseless reassurance and insatiable hunger for external approval. A weak man indulges this, becoming her emotional servant, but the man of discipline knows no one's validation, man or woman, determines his worth. He is forged from within, not molded by another's fleeting desires to grant. Endless validation is to pour water into a vessel with no bottom. A Stoic does not feed insecurity. He offers stability, not servitude. Stand as a pillar and let her lean if she must, but never let her needs erode your foundation. The wise man understands the nature of human desire. The need for validation stems from a fundamental lack of self-awareness. A woman who constantly seeks external affirmation has not yet mastered herself. The Stoic does not judge her for this. He simply does not participate in the cycle. He remains steady, indifferent to the shifting tides of her self-worth. His approval is rare and thus valuable. 3. Manipulation through guilt. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epicus, a woman's words can cut deeper than any blade, wielded with precision to shape a man's course. Guilt is the weapon, control is the goal. But the Stoic does not bow to manipulation. If you act with virtue, then let the world think as it will. Guilt is an illusion when one's conscience is clear. A weak man bends, apologizes, and alters his path out of fear. But the strong man stands unmoved, guided by principle, not persuasion. Women by nature understand emotional leverage. They may use past mistakes, social expectations, or even silent disappointment as tool rules to sway a man. But the man who has examined his own actions, who knows his own moral compass, cannot be moved by these tactics. He does not react to guilt. He responds only to reason. 4. Fear of solitude associated with those who will make a better man of you. Seneca, many women fear solitude, and in their fear seek to tether themselves to any man who provides security. But a man must never be chosen out of fear. He must not be a refuge for those who cannot stand alone. A woman who dreads solitude will entangle herself in your presence, not out of love, but out of necessity. The wise man does not allow himself to become another's crutch. He walks with those who bring strength, not dependence. To recognize this fear in another is to recognize it in oneself. The Stoic stands that the fear of being alone is a weakness that must be eradicated. True. Freedom lies in knowing that you need no one, not as an escape, not as validation, not as a solution. When a man reaches this level of detachment, He chooses his companions out of mutual respect, not out of desperation. 5. Material. Obsession wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epicus, a woman whose happiness is tied to possessions, will never know true fulfillment, status, luxury, riches. These are illusions, distractions from the depths of existence. The man who is seduced by materialism, hers or his, becomes a prisoner of the external. True wealth lies in self-sufficiency. The Stoic does not chase fleeting pleasures. He seeks meaning, depth, and discipline. He knows that gold rusts, beauty fades, but virtue endures. A man who prioritizes materialism in a woman is bound to suffer. The external world is transient, only the internal remains to chase material. Wealth is to chase a mirage forever, out of reach. The Stoic knows that true prosperity comes not from what he owns, but from what he can do. Without 6, inconsistency and desire, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Marcus Aurelius. Many women desire one thing in the moment, and the opposite in the next. What they love today, they may loathe tomorrow. A Stoic knows that the only certainty is his own discipline. He does not chase shifting sands. He lives by principle, not impulse. A man who seeks to please an existent heart will find himself in a perpetual state of confusion. One day, he is adored; the next, he is condemned. The Stoic man does not seek to satisfy fleeting whims. He remains true to his own path. He listens, but is not swayed. He understands, but does not compromise his integrity. 7. Lack of rationality and conflict. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Women often engage in emotional warfare, fighting with feelings rather than reason. A weak man argues, a strong man does not. He remains composed, understanding that no one can shake him unless he allows it. A man ruled by emotion will always be at the mercy of those who know how to provoke him. The Stoic man does not engage in petty conflicts. He sees through the illusion, understanding that his time and energy are too valuable to be wasted on pointless battles. He lets go of the need to win in arguments, for he knows that true victory lies in inner peace. The Stoic response: what must we do? We do not hate, we do not resent. We understand a man who is weak will be used, a man who is unwise will be deceived. But a man who walks the path of Stoicism, who governs his emotions with an iron will, who sees reality as it is, such a man is unbreakable. Do not seek to change others. Master yourself. So stand firm. Men, live by virtue. Seek wisdom, and never surrender your peace to forces beyond your control. The world belongs to those who master themselves.